Hi, beautiful. Great to have you here. This is Liina Vettik, an entrepreneurship coach, a mother of three girls, a real estate developer, and a married woman. Today, I wanted to share about how the story in our minds about ourselves affect the results we have in our lives. You see, I study a lot and read a lot about how wealthy people, like truly wealthy people, think and what is their mindset. How do they? What's behind their actions, and what are the beliefs and stories behind in their minds? And one of my favorite authors in this field is Steve Siebold. And my latest book that I'm reading from him is Secrets Self-Made Millionaires Teach Their Kids. In there, again, of course, there's many other points, but in there, again, he also says that 95% of your reality is caused by your mindset, your beliefs, and the image of yourself. It truly is very, very important thing you have to put your awareness into. I recently experienced how this is very, very true. Like the image in your head causes your reality. And what I experienced, we are finishing this four houses project in our real estate development. This project brought me into a level also in money wise, made me a self-made millionaire or a family. And with this status, I would say that it made me nervous. It hit my upper limit issues. Upper limit issues, the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, is a very good book if we're talking about books, right? This book also talks about your upper limit. Why are you not comfortable having higher levels of income, for example, material wealth and entrepreneurial success, for example. So I hit my upper limit and it caused not very good pictures about myself in my head. And I started to tell myself that I don't deserve that kind of success because I haven't really suffered. It came too easily to me. I don't deserve it because I had a past that kind of supports me in being that situation that I am right now. I started to have these bad or not so good thoughts about myself and what I've accomplished and that there's something wrong with me. I had these advantages that people shouldn't have, uh, building wealth and so on. So these are all false stories that I tell to myself. But I started to feel those things. If you have the picture, you see how your mind works is that you have your picture, the picture suppresses into subconscious mind, which creates feelings within you. That it creates the state you are energetically, the vibration you are in. And if you have the vibration, you take actions based on that vibration. And now these actions bring you what? Reality. And now you look at the reality, and based on that reality, you create the picture, the same picture again in your mind. If you're not aware, if you're not thinking awarely, if you're not paying attention, what am I thinking? And so you are in this circle that is for so many of us, for masses, it's hard to escape because we look at our reality that I don't have this or I don't like this in my life or whatever it is. And you look at the reality, you form the image into your head, which suppresses into your subconscious mind, and you create the energy level you operate in, the vibration, and then you take the action. And the action based on that vibration bring you the same results. And the circle goes on and on and on and on. How do you change it? Is that you change the picture in your head. You change the story that you're telling to yourself in your head, but you have to be aware that you are telling a bad story to yourself. We don't always see if we are very analytical person and awareness is high on a high level. Then even then sometimes we lose ourselves into those bad images. It's so subconscious, it's automatical. And it was the same for me. For several for several months, I was in a bad state energetically because I had these false stories about myself in me, and I believe them. And what happens is I start to demand to work more, put in more hours. You're not enough, you're not doing enough, and you have to grow and look at yourself. So I don't want to be there. But if I am in this cycle that, Liina, you have to do more, 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 you only demand. Where the demanding comes is a subconscious picture that I am not enough. You have to stop. When you feel that you are over demanding from yourself, you have to stop. The best thing you can absolutely do in these circumstances is to stop working, take some time off, and have time for just for yourself. Forget about everything until you feel fresh again, until you have this better, you have taken the rest, and you have this better picture in your mind, because this is really what brings you the results you actually want in your life. I wasn't wise enough to take the time off because I was in this bad cycle of demanding from myself. What happened was that my immune system got weaker because of the demanding, the stress I caused for myself with these thoughts. And what happened was I got the flu. And the flu actually happened for me. Why? It was very bad flu. It was very hard for me. It was high fever, and I slept basically all days as much as I could with my little ones, but thanks to my husband who supported me. But I got some time off and bring the awareness into, Liina, what is the story you are telling yourself within these last few months? I understood that, wait a minute, why am I telling this to myself? Why am I feeling so lousy? What are the thoughts? And I became aware about the story, the picture I had about myself in my head. Life brought me this flu and gave me this time off. I had to take the time off because of my health. And now I had time to see what's going on, what's really going on in my head. And now when I'm recovered, I have totally different energy. I knew I had to look at my circumstances. I had to make decisions. How is it going? How am I moving forward? And because I had to take time off, I had this free time to recover from all the stress and everything, just let it go, right? Now I see myself in from a totally different standpoint, and I'm telling a new, better story for myself. And right this moment, when you've changed the story in you about yourself, everything starts to change. Your reality, your outcomes in your life, they are mirror. Your life is a mirror. It reflects you what's going on inside your head. If you want to change your reality, you have to change the story, the image you have in your head. Your today's reality is the outcome, is the result of your yesterday's thoughts. Change your thoughts, change the story you tell about yourself, especially. Who are you? Where are you? What kind of person you are? Change that. You start to see the changes in your reality. It might take time. You have to believe it as well. You have to suppress the image, the new story about yourself. You have to suppress it into subconscious mind so it creates the new energy, the new feeling, the new vibration in the body, so you start acting differently. And that's what brings you reality. And this is not something you do on willpower. On willpower, you change the story, you repeat the new version of you, and then you start to see the changes in your life. If there's no changes in reality, you haven't changed the story in your head. This is a challenge, but we as human beings, we are programmable. We program ourselves all the time. Do we do it awarely? Do we have the awareness about this? Or do we do it automatically, subconsciously? Everything programs us. The main programming was um, built in ourselves when we in childhood, but you are able to change it. You have to believe in it to change it. But start trying, start to tell different story about yourself and repeatedly go through that new image of yourself every single day, better morning and before you go to sleep. Write it out, imagine it, whatever it is for you. Just repeatedly go through that new version of yourself. I am, right? And then start to see how the reality starts to change. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week with new thoughts. Take care. Bye bye.